So I've been killing abyssal leeches within this area, which you can only access via this fairy ring here. And I've just found a spot here, which is basically where I got my pouches on my main account, my non-Ironman. And basically, there's an abyssal leech spawn here. It respawns really quickly. They only have 10 HP, and I can just sit here sort of AFK and then click on the pile of loot every now and then. There we go. I just got a medium pouch drop from the abyssal leech, which is great. So I just got my medium pouch just before, and basically that just requires 25 rune crafting to use, so I can use that one. Next step up from that is the large pouch, which is 50 rune crafting requirement, and then you have the giant pouch, which is 75 rune crafting requirement, I believe. So I'm not really going to be able to use the others much at the moment until obviously I have that level, but I'm going to be required to use them eventually, so I may as well just get them all now anyway. Just got my large pouch drop, which is awesome, and so one more pouch to go. Getting a lot of Talisman here, which is great. A few pure essence, but not as many as I would have hoped originally. Cheer, and then headbang. And the reward for what number medium clue is that? My first medium clue, the U combo, the Addy Axe, and 76 air runes. Just got my giant pouch drop, so that's the last pouch that I'll ever be needing for runecraft. About to get 47 farming. Very nice. There we go. 47 farming. Can grow watermelons, which is great because that's, I believe I need watermelons for something in the Mauritania diaries. I think that's the medium diaries that's for. And 48 farming in a second. There we go. 48 farming. Lovely. Jengaberry bushes. Oh my gosh. Doing a maze in resizable is actually so ridiculously different to doing it in the standard screen size. I'm not gonna lie. This is ridiculous. Wow. That was absolutely worth doing. 185 death runes and 1k iron arrows. Wow. I just crafted 2 blue d'hide bodies and 2 diamond amulets. Diamond amulets are to get enchanted into amulets of power because I can't use a glory at the moment because I can't make one. So I'm just going to use amulet of power temporarily for ranging and just for other stuff in general. And of course blue d'hide body is for ranging, which is awesome. So now I have full blue d'hide. So I don't know how accurate this setup is going to be. Like, I don't know how much range XP I'm really going to get. I'm only level 53 range, but I have a lot of range bonus. I'm hitting quite a lot actually, to be completely honest. I have magic shortbow, got the Robin Hood hat, actually using the Robin Hood hat, which is awesome. Got the blue d'hide, snakeskin boots, barriers, gloves, amulet of power, accumulator, iron arrows. Not sure how they're going to go. I'm pretty sure using a magic shortbow is my best option at the moment, considering I can't use like a god book, and otherwise I could potentially go make a rune crossbow, because I could get a crossbow runite limb drop from like an iron dragon or something fairly easily, I would think. But I think the magic shortbow is going to be okay for now, and I've got a bunch of these iron arrows just from the maze random event, so I might just do this and see how it goes. At the moment it seems like I'm hitting quite high, or quite frequently at least, which is pretty good. And yeah, hopefully I get some Rune Warhammer drops, because those would be really awesome to have for clue scroll items. So I mean, I'll have to kill these troll generals anyway. Not only do I kill them this way, but I also get Slayer XP, and I also get range XP, which I need as well. So I need 60 range for Morning's End Part 2, so I'm going to need at least 60 range. So this is kind of a good task to get, I think. 54 range coming in, lovely. Just realized, 1337 total level, hell yeah. 49 Slayer, there we go. 49 Slayer, that's nice. 55 range, come on! Come on, 4 XP, yes, there we go, 55 range. Hey, 50 Slayer coming in there. 57 range coming in, 3 levels to go, 260. This is the last troll for this Slayer task. I have not received, well, that is disappointing. I killed 131 trolls. I'm pretty sure it was 131. It was over 130 trolls for that Slayer task. And I did not receive a single Rune Warhammer drop or a Granite Shield drop. Regardless, I am 150 XP off 58 ranged, and I need 60, so I think I'm just going to hang here. I've got 8k steel darts still. I think I'm just going to stay at these troll generals until I hit 60 ranged, or unless I get a Rune Warhammer drop and a Granite Shield drop before then. I'm hoping to get one of the two, preferably the Rune Warhammer, if nothing else, from these guys. I'm pretty surprised that for an uncommon drop I haven't got one of those yet, but because I have gotten a lot of other uncommon drops, but I don't really know what the drop rate is. Oh, there we go, 58 range. That is very nice. But I would have thought that the drop rate would sit on the same sort of level as the other uncommon drops, but yeah, maybe I've just gotten pretty unlucky. But I'm just going to hang around here and try and get 60 ranged and see what I get in the process. Hopefully it is something new to what I've gotten before, and hopefully it is a Rune Warhammer and a Granite Shield. The Granite Shield! The Granite Shield has finally been achieved! Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I was just watching some TV and then I came back and looked at my screen.
What it would look like. I'll work closely with the art department.
Oh! The second Granite Shield comes in. Very nice. I don't mind a placeholder, but it would be nice to get a Rune Warhammer right now. Oh my gosh, the Rune Warhammer drop! Yes! We have the Rune Warhammer. Yay! That is so awesome. I am way too excited about a Rune Warhammer, but seriously, that is nice. I am close to 59 range, so I'm just going to stay here and get 60. See if I get another placeholder for this bad boy, but I'm happy with that. 59 range has been achieved. Finally, the time has come. 60 range is just 31 XP away. There we go, 30 XP. Oh, come on, 1 XP off. Sweet. 60 range has been achieved. That is awesome. Red Dragonhide armor. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get that. I'm pretty sure I can only get that from crafting or potentially as a clue scroll reward, but that would really be pushing it trying to get that. So I'll probably just be repping the blue D hide, but we'll see. But 60 range, that's awesome. That is a requirement for Morning's End Part 1, and so that is really nice to get done. I'm not sure if you could boost to it or not, but I need to get a high range level anyway. And I have, of course, got 2 Granite Shields and 1 Rune Warhammer, so I at least have these clue scroll items, which is really nice. Pretty surprised. I would have thought that I would have gotten more Rune Warhammers, more than just one anyway, because I have probably killed between like 200 and 300 of these by now, I would say. But I'm still pretty happy with that. And I've gone through about 2,000 steel darts. It's been pretty AFKable, so I've gotten a lot of other stuff done at the same time, so that's pretty nice. 49 farming is about to be achieved. There we go, 49 farming. That is a requirement for Fairy Tale Part 2, but it's not a requirement. You can actually boost to it, but you do need to get to level 49 farming one way or the other. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But I could actually probably do that quest now because I'm 53 Herblore. If I could manage a, what is it? I just need to double check. What level is it for Magic Essence Potion? It's 57. So if I could get a 4+ boost, which should be fairly achievable because I've got a fair few spicy stews, then I could boost up and finish that quest, which would be really good. So I might have to go try doing that. So getting a 4+ boost on my Herblore is approximately an 8% chance. I've used at least probably around 10 stews at this point, so I'm really hoping that this last one gets me the required Herblore level. I'm just going to drink it, and I'm just going to try making the potion. No! Oh, wow. And it lowers my stat by 5 instead, and that is also an 8% chance of happening, which is pretty ridiculous, but oh well. Yes! Finally, I got the boost that I needed. Fairy Tale Part 2, Cure Queen, quest complete, 2 quest points. 3.5k Herblore XP, which is nice, not going to get me a level. 2.5k Thieving XP, which is nice, also not going to get me a level. And I get an Experience Lamp, which is 2.5k XP on any level above 30. That'll just go straight into Herblore, of course, as much as it is very tempting to use it on any other low-level skill, such as construction or even rune crafting. Definitely going to put on Herblore, so there we go. It's a nice quest done. 237 quests. Thanks for that HP and thieving level, Head Mourner. There we go, 62 HP and 59 thieving. Very nice. 25k hit points and 25k thieving XP. I mean, you do have to do a fair few quests before you can get up to Morning's End Part 1. But that said, that is a fair bit of XP. It's kind of nice. And Morning's End Part 1 is complete. I've got two extra quest points. Hopefully I get up a combat level. I don't think I went up a combat level from that. No, it's still 75. I need to get 85 before I can do one of the other quests, but the only other quest I can do as of now is Morning's End Part 2. The infamous Morning's End Part 2, but I'm going to get to work on that. Oh, that is besides the Part 2 of Rag and Bone Man. I need to not forget about that. But here we are. I'm at the handholds. There is such a high chance of failing this. It's ridiculous. I'm 74 agility. I failed this over 30 times on my stream. Yep, there's the first time I failed it. I failed this over 30 times. I think it was ended up being about 34 or 35 times on a live stream when I was first playing Old School RuneScape on my main account. And I'm very interested to see how I go now though, because before I was, I don't know what agility level I was. I think I was like low level 60. I just had like sort of the passing agility level, so I should be able to get this faster in this, but it's really just going to come down to RNG. Oh yes, wow. That only took 4 attempts. There we go, I just got past up to the dwarf part of Morning's End Part 2, and because I'm an Ironman, I cannot simply obtain a Death Talisman or Death Tiara. I'm pretty sure the only way I could get a Death Talisman without doing what I'm about to say is if I had 90 Slayer or killed a Dark Beast, was able to boost up and kill a Dark Beast or something. Obviously not worth it, I want to get my quest cape before then, so basically I'm going to have to get a crap load of items and bring them to this dwarf. Alright, so I have my second load of stuff to give this dwarf. So I'm going to give it all to him, and this should be all besides the gloves. I'll just take those off. Oh, I forgot about, I had a rope and water skin in my inventory still. So this should be the last item, these leather gloves, and then he should give me a Death Talisman. Sweet. Gonna use that, go straight into this altar over here, and I'm going to use a newly made crystal on this, which makes it all fancy. And now I just need to take this back to the crystal that you take a chunk off of at the very start of the quest. But the fastest way of doing that is going to be to go back through the Temple of Light. Finally, I've put the crystal in with this crystal, and that has done something which is supposedly meant to keep the Temple of Light safe and secure for another 1,000 years. And so until then, I can talk to this dude. I thought this was a girl, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure this is actually a guy. I'm not sure, it's kind of hard to tell. No offense to elves, but there we go. Morning's End Part 2 complete. I'm so glad to have that quest done. That is probably like my least favorite quest out of all of them. I would argue that it's probably one of the longest and hardest as well, not based off of, you know, actual difficulty so much as just RNG, but running around placing the mirrors and stuff is a fair bit of effort too. But there we go, 2 quest points, 20k agility XP, and of course access to the Death Altar too. And that is like the elf series, I guess, complete, I'm pretty sure. Now I've just got 3 quests to go. We've got Devious Mines. That requires 50 Runecraft, 65 Smithing, so that's going to be the last quest I do. Dream Mentor, which requires 85 combat minimum, and King's Ransom, which requires 65 defense. So I'm going to get 65 defense most likely, see what my combat level is at that point, possibly do that quest, then, you know, go back to training, get my combat to probably 85, and then work on getting the Runecraft and Smithing requirement for Devious Mines. I'm thinking of just, you know, mining a crap load of Pure Essence over at Unil. It's probably going to be about 10,000 Pure Essence, AFK doing that while watching some movies or something, and then buy gold ore and smith that into gold bars from Blast Furnace. That's my current idea of what I'm going to be doing, but that's not set in stone. I'll definitely be checking out different methods when I get up to that stage, just to try and do what I think is the best, and from my knowledge, hopefully there's no methods that I miss out. But yeah, really happy with having that quest series done. So when I get my Ranger boots from this clue, it's going to look quite glorious with my Robin Hood hat, I think. Just going to chuck in a yawn here, wherever it is, yawn. And then a shrug, even though, you know, Ranger boots are pretty cool. Thanks for the Ranger boots, mate. That was really... 61 defense has been achieved, 76 combat, and 1350 total level, which is nice. Oh! Mystic boots! Light mystic boot drop. Not bad. These are like a 1 in 512 drop, I believe, from the cockatrice. So fun fact about the Mystic Boots, the Light Mystic Boots anyway, is I'm pretty sure that all the monsters in this dungeon, so the Releka Slayer Cavern or whatever you want to call it, they all drop the light pieces of Mystic, and in the Mauritania Slayer Tower, I believe, they drop all the dark pieces of Mystic, so that's where you get the dark and light Mystic, and then you get the blue Mystic stuff bought from the Wizards Guild in Yanil, but I'm not sure whether the Gnome Stronghold has changed any of that, what that drops, whether it drops light and dark. Anyway, just a little bit of RuneScape trivia for you. Hey, 51 Slayer coming in. Nice. Got 14 levels to go with that before I can do that elite clue, but I'm looking forward to it, regardless of the reward. 62 defense coming in. Gotta give a quick shout out to this guy over here, Summerlee, slaying in the D chain with the D med and the D legs and the D boots. That is some pretty awesome Fashionscape Slayer gear right there. Not even a cape, just because it looks so badass without anything else. Although, arguably, with a Legends cape, that would look quite nice. 63 hit points coming in there. 52 Slayer has been achieved. 63 defense coming in there. Lovely. 2 levels to go, and then I can do the King's Ransom quest. Oh! The 3rd Granite Shield drop from the troll captains or generals, troll generals. I don't even know which trolls I'm killing. Obviously I do. I've been killing these for ages. But I got another Slayer task of trolls. Got like 150 trolls or something. So I'm just back here sort of semi-AFKing trolls with the rest of my 5,900 steel darts. 4th Granite Shield coming in. 61 range has been achieved. That is the Runite crossbow, which is a kind of cool milestone. And I missed the recording, but just hit 53 Slayer. I just got Granite Shield number 5. Wouldn't mind a placeholder for my Rune Warhammer right now, but definitely have some Granite Shield placeholders anyway. 62 ranged, yes. 64 HP. Do I get a core? Yes, that is 77 combat, lovely. 54 Slayer. Just got an easy clue from my Banshee's task, and this should be the reward. Oh, there we go. Got the blue skirt trimmed. White firelighters, really short one, a black longsword. That's a pretty good easy clue reward. I mean, I got at least one really nice unique item there, which is probably completely useless, but I mean, how freaking awesome is that skirt though, mate? That is a pimp skirt. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, I've had some easy clue rewards in my time, but I mean, I'm not... I think this is probably the worst easy clue I've ever had. I think that's fair to say. Let's just do a price check just for fun. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Sold 1.1k there, 1k OS buddy price. And 64 defense coming in. 55 Slayer. Yeah. Oh no, not Turith. Just got 65 defense. That is so cool. I now have all the requirements to complete King's Ransom. Medium clue number 3. 14 dig site teleports. The adamant longsword and 8 purple sweets. Purple sweets not bad. Obviously useful potentially for Jad. Addy along. No real need for that. And dig site teleports. I'm not sure where they take me to. I'm just going to use one right now. Just because I'm interested. Okay, so yeah, this takes me exactly where basically my dig site amulet would take me anyway. So these aren't really that useful. But still, nice reward. I love the King's Ransom quest. You've got all the knights of like the round table all crammed into this one cell. None of them have any idea of how to escape. You've got this guy bouncing a ball against the wall. And then outside, you have this guard and he's just looking in a mirror, brushing his hair. It's just, I don't know, it's just so much Jagex humor and I love it. It's awesome. Time to complete the King's Ransom quest. I'm going to be able to use the Night Waves training grounds now. So there we go, completed King's Ransom. But yeah, I have access to the Night Waves training ground, which of course you have to do to unlock the Chivalry and Piety prayers. I am not going to bother with that until I have at least 60 prayer. So that's going to be a little while off, and that way I'll also have better combat stats by the time that comes around. There's no point doing it sooner, of course, unless I wanted to do one of the tasks, which is probably a requirement or something, but I'm not going to bother until I get the prayer level. And yeah, there's some nice XP, 5k magic XP, 33k defense XP, 5k reward lamp. That can be used on a skill level 50 or higher. That's gone straight onto Herblore. No levels from this quest, but the third to last quest is complete, so now I just have 2 left, which are Dream Mentor and Devious Minds.
Bring me back to the time when our heart